Hi, I'm Jaci Stanton with F2 Strategy. I was honored to host a conversation with three exceptional leaders in wealth management, each from a different part of our industry. The leaders were Dana Rhodes, COO at Axtella, Shannon Eusey, CEO of Beacon Pointe, and Lori Hardwick with Genstar Capital and board member at Cetera, Cerity Partners, and Orion. Together, we explored several topics with the goal of creating impact and actionable ideas for our listeners. We have cut this conversation into 5 mini episodes for easy listening. We hope you enjoy.
We talk a lot about serving women and the industry, which is super interesting to me because 10 years ago, the industry did not talk a lot about serving women. We all know where the wealth transfer is going. Women are making, we inherit it, we divorce it, we're making more money. So there's a lot of things going on with the female demographic. And I think if there's not a focus there, or at least being deliberate about recognizing that maybe the content's a little bit different, maybe, female partner needs to be included in the meeting. There's a lot of things there that I think need to be hit on and addressed and focused on if you want to retain those assets and you don't want to lose those assets. We also outlive it. So if we're outliving men, I think we want to make sure that we're doing the right things to serve women and that we have women within our organization that can also serve women. And that's not to say that women only want a female advisor, because that's absolutely not true.
Correct.
But women do want to know that we have the ability to serve female clients. So making sure that we have the right content and right tools in our tool chest for that is, I think, extremely important. So if you're not doing that, I would say that is I think also fundamental to the business.
I love that. Lori, I know you're also passionate about serving the women client or figuring out the personalization approach that works for them. I'm interested, do you echo that as one of the top 2 takeaway things for firms to implement and consider?
Yes, absolutely. I think people do not realize how quickly when women decide to find a new advisor after their spouse dies. It's been proven over and over, and recent reports show more than 75% of women who've recently been widowed move their assets to some other firm. So do not take it lightly. It's not that you just want to attract new female earned assets. You want to keep what you have. It's going to come and get you one way or the other. So you really do need to make this a focus. I think the other thing is just when you're looking at your current client base, figure out a way to gauge your client's experience and or satisfaction with your advisors and your firm. It is critical to knowing kind of where they are and what might be assets in motion. People will tell you. You may not want to hear it, actually, and I think that's a reason why a lot of firms don't do it. But it's really important to understand where you're hitting the mark or where you're not. Yeah. Figure out where there's gaps and try to close those gaps in order to keep your current client base and to improve so that you don't lose clients, but that you can actually attract new clients better.
I want to add to what Shannon and Lori have said. Yes, on focusing on those women, the spouses, or maybe the divorcees, but also the next generation. Because I know I talked to a financial professional who the client passed away and the assets left when it was dispersed to their descendants. So I think the more that you can start to focus and really build those next generational relationships, that's going to be important for them as well. Everything I see with the firms that are growing is that they are investing in themselves and their business, and they know what their growth goals are. They're building out those strategies. And I think more often than not, where we don't see growth is the folks that just sort of coast from year to year doing what they've always done. I think to really be focused and to drive that growth, they need to have that innovation, whether it be new product lines, capturing more wallet share, going after a new demographic. It's just constantly innovating their practice.